Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your Akashic records to see what can you expect next in your life. Can't wait to get into this reading. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box, which will take you straight to the part of the reading where we place your zodiac signs for each pile. Today we're going to be doing it by modalities. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. When you click on the timestamp, everything will begin and I'll be explaining. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, today we're going to be doing it through crystals in these cards. And let's pull out the three crystals. Let's go. I feel like this one popped out, so let's do that. This one and that one. Right, so let's see what these crystals are for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have the green calcite. For pile number 2, you have quartz. And for pile number 3, you have the rhodochrosite. So, excuse me, take a look at which one of these three crystals you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe today you're drawn to all of the crystals. In all cases, trust your intuition. It is what takes you and guides you to the right readings. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, it just means that there is more for you to find out in your Akashic records and the rest of the piles. So when you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Also, I do want to mention that in a moment I will be placing different zodiac signs in each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I will see you in your readings. Okay, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, as mentioned, today we're going to be doing it through the modalities. There are 3 modalities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And if you don't know in which of these your signs fall under, I have prepared a paper for each to make it super easy. So for pile number 1, these will be the cardinal signs. The signs are, of course, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. For pile number 2, it'll be for the fixed signs, and these are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. As for pile number 3, these are the mutable signs, which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So please feel free to go or to pick your pile using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. And once you are ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your Akashic records to see what you can expect next in your life. What energies are changing, what's happening, and maybe what can you expect in terms of blessings. Let's find out exactly what sort of energies appear in your cards. Your crystal is the beautiful green calcite. If you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. This is just another way for other people to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. You have enlightenment. Wow. Okay. You have the storyteller, viewpoints, control. All right. Actually, I'm getting an idea, but I'm gonna wait. You have the Wunyu in reverse, Markstava, with loss, sadness, and depression. Yeah, you've got Agarboda, one of Loki's partners. So let's see. I feel like this pile has gone through like this pile has gone through very difficult energy. You can see it in the shadow, you can see it because the green calcite has to do with finally overcoming, helping you overcoming a stubborn energy, or like stubborn energy from the past, moving past that. So that's where I'm getting this idea from. But let's see. That's really cool to see. You have community. So nice. Okay. So let's take a look at your tarot cards first before we begin your reading. What can pile number 1 expect next in their lives as we from their Akashic records, please? What appears to be in their Akashic records about what they can expect next? What is next in their lives as we tap into their Akashic records, please? Okay. So you have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, that's what we can see, right? I feel like the stagnancy that we've been talking about, I feel like this is what the Ace of Swords is showing. Some form of great stagnancy, a time of shadow, a time of like pain that you felt you've been in for a long time in this pile. It's like you've been in this energy and really wondering if you'll ever come out of it. And is it possible to come out of it? Let's continue. You have the King of Cups. Lovely. The Knight of Pentacles. So many court cards. The Hierophant. You have the 7 of Wands. And the Knight of Wands. Yeah, 3 court cards so far. I don't know. With community, I'm all of a sudden like seeing so many people. I could be wrong, but does it have to do with maybe people, disappointment in people or something? It doesn't have to be just an inkling, especially that there's community there. Or maybe you've lost some dear ones with the Angerboda appearing in your reading. Let's continue. You have the 8 of Pentacles. You're taking off now. Do you see? You have the Devil card. The Queen of Pentacles. The Strength card. And you have the 4 of Swords. So what are we seeing tapping into your Akashic records? I feel like now it's time for movement. You see it in the airplane of the 8 of Pentacles, and you see it in this boat moving through the Milky Way or the galaxy. You can clearly see in your cards that it was a time of shadow, time of great pains, a time of stagnancy that is clearing off. And I really see that with your green calcite, because it's about fertility, abundance, and growth. Look, nature is calling. Green calcite attracts abundance, surrounding you in a forest of clarity. You see? positivity and heightened awareness, with enlightenment here as well, akin to great outdoors. Green calcite transmutes stagnant old beliefs into the courage to explore outside your comfort zone. As with nature, there is beauty in the imperfect, and growth occurs only when we allow ourselves the room to expand. Green calcite opens the heart and third eye chakras, helping you to let go of past resentments and planting seeds for your growth and expansion. So, yeah, I'm picking up that energy. If we take a look at your Akashic records, I believe it's talking about how you're moving away from old stagnant energy. Also, most importantly, it has the energy of you enlighten, you changing old beliefs. That's very strong in your reading. You can see that with the Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles, the energy here is so focused on your learning and how you're becoming who you want to be, how you're becoming more grounded with the Queen of Pentacles, how you're learning to do things for yourself, how you're learning that you are strong and you can get access to your strength as you heal your old wounds. You can see it here as the lion is wounded, and this figure is healing that lion with so much love but strength at the same time. And you know, the infinity sign is also a symbol of transmutation, like how the soul, it's ever existing. It transmutes and grows from one life to another. So I feel like you're changing lives. Your Akashic records have a focus on how you've learned so much, that you have conquered things like maybe your fears, your sadness, weaknesses, things that used to hold you back, the challenges. I see with the Seven of Wands, your Akashic records are really talking about how you have grown as a person, how you will find how you will find that the things that you have gone through and the things that you have lost were only there to bring you higher up, because the Eight of Pentacles is like a card of mastery. You've mastered an understanding, and that was very important to changing the fabric of who you are. And so the way you speak to yourself, or the way you handle your shadow, the way I said the way you speak to yourself because it has viewpoints. So the way you speak to yourself or how you handle your shadows have changed completely. You as a person have changed. And next I can see that you will be enjoying who you have become, also enjoying your life with the King of Cups due to the emotional balance that you have reached. Knight of Pentacles shows that you are much calmer, I believe, because Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles shows a lot of groundedness. Knight of Pentacles shows how you've become a lot calmer. Also a lot wiser, I would say, because Knight of Pentacles moves slowly but considers everything. So you're wiser, you're calmer, and you're so impressed, I would say, with who you are as a person. See, Four of Swords shows me that you're very calm now. You can see in the energy of your Akashic records that you're becoming a person who's slowing down. You're not maybe taking life so seriously, not taking yourself maybe so seriously. And that doesn't mean that you don't take the important issues seriously. It just means that you're not taking everything to heart. You seem to be calm in the Four of Swords. We have more cards, but the most focus here seems to be that there used to be some energy in life that used to scare you so much, which is what I'm seeing in the Devil card here, and you're moving past that. I feel like You have become friends with your strength, and that is bringing you a lot of peace. I really feel you are becoming more grounded, and you are liking who you are. You're starting to enjoy life as you healed your shadow and you're becoming who you are. I feel like your Akashic records are showing with the Queen of Pentacles that you're now learning how to create the life that you want. Now that you're calm and in peace, I see you going, I feel confident that I can create my own reality and I can build my future in the way that I want. You've gotten so many key learnings during that awful period that is allowing you to feel like you're in control, feel like you've mastered some energy or some understanding or how to deal with a specific situation, that you're no longer afraid of it anymore. The past, I do see that there seems to be some losses. I think specifically when it comes to people, and I'm saying that because, like I said from the beginning, you've got Agroboda, and you know her children were taken away from her. Their children, between her and Loki in Norse mythology, were Hille, Jotungander, and Fenrir, of course. And the gods felt that her children would wreak havoc when they grow up, and so they were taken from her. And the amount of sadness you can imagine as a mother going through losing her children taken by the gods was horrible. So this is where I'm getting the idea from the beginning, as well as community and a lot of the court cards appearing. Perhaps it had to do with loss of people. If it's not people, it's loss of something so dear, to an extent where you can't imagine, no one can imagine how can someone go through something that difficult. I feel the interesting thing here is that doesn't, of course, take away from the dearness. It doesn't take away from the experience, but definitely made you less afraid of going through maybe anything in life. Do you want to go through this again? Obviously not, but you're not afraid anymore, is the kind of energy I'm picking up from your Akashic records. You're not afraid anymore. And it's really all going upwards from here. You've learned to rest, you've learned to heal, and as you're shifting your mentality, the energy around you and the narrative, what you're experiencing, is changing as a consequence. One of the first things I'm noticing for you as a consequence, not just, of course, who you have become, which is one of the main emphasis that I'm seeing in the energy of your Akashic records, how you're proud of who you're becoming, how you're enjoying that so much. So what I'm noticing is community here. There's a dichotomy of energy. Here, she's losing her people. Here, there seems to be a beautiful community who are so comfortable and peaceful together. And they seem to be coming from different animals that could have easily attacked each other. You know, the deer, beautiful deer, wolves, mice, dragons. But they're so peaceful together. So if this was in fact like family members with community, if this resonates with you, then you're making a wonderful family, a group of people that you will love. They may not be blood related, but they definitely feel for you much thicker than blood. And you can see with the timing here, this is the time of change for you. That stagnant energy is shifting, as you're shifting, the energy around you is shifting. And the Knight of Wands here, the figure, she reminds me of, what's her name in Harry Potter? Sometimes I just forget weird things. But she reminds me of her. And I really feel magic in this reading. She was so versed in magic. She knew all the spells. So I feel like your reading here, as I see in the energy of your Akashic records, the idea of how you've now mastered a lesson so well. Like you've been studious, that you make magic happen. It's kind of like the way you think now has become your spell. You understood how to maneuver energy to your favor, either through your thoughts or the sort of power that you've reached. Things are just working out for you next. They are already, you're enlightened. I do see the light around you. I feel like you've mastered a lesson, you've understood it. So much so that it's become your spell. Believe me, pile number one, it's become your spell. It's become your wand, and you no longer feel that you're stuck. And the stagnant energy was all that. It was all the mind at the end of the day. The very thoughts, the very thing, which are the thoughts that used to make your life stagnant, are the very thing, which is the thoughts again, that are making your life feel like magic. So there's a great emphasis on how you're holding some great power, that you've learned it, understood it. You know, the Hierophant is a spiritual lesson. So you've mastered yourself. And now you feel like life's moving. It can't beat you again, because you kind of understood how to leverage this energy, how to make things work in your favor, how to not fall down that dark alley again. And you feel like you found some form of power that nobody can take away from you. It's now yours. You've got in touch with a form of strong power within you that nobody can take from you. I mean, life can be scary, can take anything from you, but that it can't take, because I feel like your reading is talking about how you've healed your shadow, that were kind of manipulating your viewpoints. They were manipulating the way you see things, and now you've understood that it's all you. How you go about these thoughts make the biggest difference. So that's why you have enlightenment here. Your cards are very clear. They're all talking about you, but we did understand that you've learned to rest and to maneuver energy to your favor. And we did understand that so many things around you are now changing. Let's explore what they are. The reading is far from over. But the first key we're seeing is adjustment in community. You may have lost important community around you before. Now you're forming a beautiful community around you. You're going to be very blessed in that area next. So you have the King of Pentacles, a lot of court cards, unbelievable. King of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, Five of Cups. I'm just laughing because Five of Cups, Five of Wands. Wow, 2 5s. It is a time of change. I'm laughing because I saw in one of the posts today, like this funny meme of someone saying in tarot, the King of Cups is the sugar daddy. It was so funny. So when I saw the King of Pentacles, obviously, I'm not gonna say, obviously, I'm just laughing because I remembered it. But since it was brought up, I feel like this energy is saying that something is gonna fund you to be able, with the Nine of Cups, to achieve your dreams. So what is it that's funding you? It could be with the two kings, you being in a strong position, like maybe as you're gonna be hired in a very big position that will, in that case, fund you with wealth to be able to achieve important dreams in your life. What else is funding? Maybe your education will allow you to pursue your dream job. What could be funding you? Oh, maybe there is like a program that will be funding people who have special talents like you. Or maybe you're so lucky you have like something that allows you to bring a monthly income, things like bank account, real estate. I don't know, but to be honest with you, I can think of it in many ways. But something here next, and we can, you know what? We can elaborate it. Why are we guessing? Oh, look at that. This looks like a helicopter. I know it's very specific, but I love picking up on energies like this. Some of you watching could be like is going to be like maybe a pilot or an air hostess, right? Is that what it's called? Air hostess? Flight attendant. Maybe you have a dream of exploring the world. What else are we seeing that could fund you to achieve your dreams? You know, you do have the green calcite. We're seeing abundance as well. How did we forget about that? Of course, growth and abundance. These are two things to expect next in your life, as we see in the energy of your Akashic records. So, funding, a job, a specific career, some form of fund from an investor or something. Let's find out. But Page of Wands is an exciting new chapter, a new page in your life that's gonna feel surreal. It's gonna feel, you're gonna be so excited about it with the Page of Wands. I feel like when you hear the news about this, you're gonna go, oh my God, I can't believe it. My dream has come true. Some of you may be working in transportation. It doesn't have to be like airplanes specifically, because there's a ship here. Maybe some of you are going to be employed abroad in a country that you love with a great salary. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just getting ideas what they could be very quickly. Moon card, you know, art. Some of you could be artists. You're going to be selling your art, or maybe your art will be appreciated. Maybe you're an actor or an actress, and there's a spotlight on you. Do you see? There's a great spotlight on you, and or on an art piece that you're creating. Ace of Wands. Some of you are creatives. That's very strong as well. Some of you will be starting your own thing. You're a creative person. You will have the power. Some of you will start something that will work in such a strong way that it will bring you a lot of money. It's like you're your sugar daddy. You have the Lovers. Oh, okay. So Lovers card. We kept laughing about sugar daddies, but in all reality, it looks like you might be meeting, for some of you, these are different scenarios, of course, as you know. Some of you in this pile will be meeting someone that you love, like a romantic partner, who will be very wealthy and will be happy to, you know, share it with you and help you achieve your dreams. So a lot of excitement because you found the love of your life, and you are oh, maybe that's the community, not just like blood, but becoming a family. So that could be the translation. So yeah, your dreams, you're living your dreams. Look, this pile is going to be living their dreams. 3 of Swords. Funding 3 of Swords. I see a machine. For some of you, it's something that you were trying to build, to work for you, but it didn't work in the past and it brought you great pains, maybe even disappointments. Here, yeah, for a lot of you, because you have the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, now you're like getting back on track from something that used to disappoint you. Oh, some of you could be in sports. Oh, some of you could be in sports and you had hope to win in competitions. It didn't work out in the past. You're gonna win and get a huge lump sum. But it doesn't necessarily mean that with the Three of Swords. Some of you maybe have worked on projects that you wanted it to work before, didn't work, it's going to work out for you now. Something or the other that you had great hopes in to fund you in the past, didn't work, is going to work out and you're getting funding from that. Congratulations, my dear pile number one. I'm sure this is going to feel so good. And you have the Six of Swords flying again. I'm guessing, yeah, a travel job that will be getting you a lot of money. I think so. Or transitioning into another position, by the way. Transitioning into another position, that will get you a lot of money. King of Swords. Some of you have a certificate, education, information that will allow you to make money. You know, sometimes education doesn't have to be like certificate or opening up a clinic because you have that license or anything like that. It simply could mean that you understand about a topic so well that when the opportunity arises, you're the only one who or one of the few people who understands how to make use of that opportunity, and thus making a lot of wealth out of it. So that's there for some of you. And finally, you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is inheritance. Ten of Pentacles is inheritance. So one of the meanings, I mean, is inheritance. So some of you will be very lucky in getting a huge lump sum when it comes to inheritance. And that will be the abundance that funds your dreams. But make no mistake, my dear pile number one, the two energies that we're seeing are growth and how you're happy in who you're becoming, the growth and how you're becoming a strong person that is at peace now. Number two, it's abundance and it's coming to you in a huge lump sum that, you know, as the post suggested, it's a funny meme that I saw. It just means sugar daddy. So look, guys, I'm just kidding, by the way. King of Pentacles does not mean sugar daddy. I'm just joking with you guys. But you can see that something here is funding you and it's making your dreams come true. And it's finally a new page after a lot of disappointment and struggles. That's very clear. A new page from the disappointments and the struggle. And these are both disappointments, maybe from people, or disappointments from things that happened in the past, and a new page of a struggle. Perhaps you were struggling financially or trying to make ends meet, or maybe you weren't, but you just wanted to achieve your dreams, and maybe that level of finances wasn't helping you yet achieve these. So, my dear pile number one, I wish you the best of luck with these energies. I'm so excited for you guys. Such a beautiful energy to see. This was your reading. This is exactly what I see as your energy as we tap respectfully into your Akashic records. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out, why not? Please don't forget to check out my productivity book and e-cookbook. I haven't told you about these in a long time, but they are books that were written from the heart. I took my time in writing them. I didn't want to just write a book and give it to you guys. Guys, when I was writing these books and working on them, every part, every word were from the heart, making sure I provide you with quality information that really changes your life. And so if you want to check them out, these are books that were meant to make a huge difference in your life and change things that you that mean something to you. This is an honor that I'm giving from my heart to yours. If you want to check them out, you'll find them in the description box. My dear pile number one, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're doing a reading that I personally really love, tapping into your Akashic records and see what can you expect next. Your crystal is the beautiful quartz, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are the fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I feel like you're getting 2 cards here as well. And see what energies are present in your Akashic records. So, oh, these are actually 3. You have the Enchanter with deception and trickery. Okay. You have, this popped up in pile number 1. So I would say if you were drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. Here it says viewpoints and control. These 2 together are very interesting. Let's see. You have, how about we bring them down a little bit so that we have space and upwards. You've got the Queen with determination and also the keyword sacrifice. Okay. You have contentment. Okay, lovely to see. And that's an extra card in this deck, but this represents a wish fulfillment. What is it called? The dandelion, right? Am I not mistaken? I think so. With all of these flower little stars flying off, I feel like it's the dandelion. So I would say there's a huge wish that is coming true next in the energy of your Akashic records that is going to make you feel so happy. With the Queen is like high level, like elated kind of energy. Especially that quartz has to do with, it expands any energy. So perhaps it's expanding a specific energy in your life. It says growth, alignment, cleanse. Okay, yes. Containing all the colors of the spectrum, quartz is considered to be a high vibrational crystal with many metaphysical powers. A conduit of energy, quartz generates electromagnetic energy and dispels electricity, absorbing, storing, releasing, and regulating positive or negative energy. Quartz is highly personal. This is very true when you have, as you know, a quartz crystal. The intention that you put in it is the one that will expand as you use your crystal. So it's highly personal and works with your energy field one-on-one, attuning to it according to your needs. Yeah, I really feel like you need something, you need a wish to come true, and it's coming true. Quartz is easily programmable, exactly, allowing you to set your intentions so that the stone works in your favor. I should have waited. Exactly. Set your intentions wisely. So nice. Okay, I really feel like you have, like, let's say instead of intention, you have a wish and it's really happening for you next. Like that energy of this wish is expanding. You can see a strong energy of that wish in your Akashic records. And that's what I felt, to be honest, with the Enchanter here. When I first saw it, I felt this idea, just like a magician, something pops up that enchants you. So I feel like your wish is coming true in a way that you will almost not believe it. that's definitely there in the energy of your Akashic records. Let's find out more about it. You have leadership. You have patience. Yeah, I really feel like you've waited a long time for this wish to come true. Yeah, like things were still for a long time. Now it's moving. So nice. Yeah, in fact, if we take a look at bears, I know it says leadership, but bears almost always remind me of hibernation. Polar bears remind me of things that you only see when you visit a specific location, like animals or scenes or something. So there's flying here. Maybe your wish is coming true and it has to do with you like going to a specific location and it's happening there too early. That's why I like to wait. I did not wait. So let's do that. You have the Peroth rune with fate, chance, rebirth. Guys, I feel like it's fated for your wish to come true. In fact, with determination, it's like whether you like it or not, obviously you like it. This wish is fated to happen right now. Okay, love your cards. Let's see maybe what this wish is about. Let's get more information using your tarot cards. What is expected to happen next as we tap into your Akashic records? What can you expect to happen next? What are we seeing there that we are allowed to see with your permission? You have the World card. Yeah, guys, I really feel with the flying, the location, the world, I really feel like maybe along with your wish there's a move. Maybe your wish is in fact a move. I don't know. But movement or location, to be specific, is part of your reading. There's something about location. You have the Page of Swords. You have the Death card. You have the Devil card. And you have the Page of Wands. Let's pause here for a moment and see what this is about before we continue revealing more tarot cards. So the Mantis reminds me of a leap. It also reminds me of throat chakra. Queen and leadership remind me of a position, obviously. So if I were to translate this literally, and I'm sure this is not everybody watching this reading, but the easiest thing I can think of is some of you traveling to get a really good position somewhere. I think you won't believe me, but in pile number one of the suggestions was exactly that. Isn't that crazy? You might want to check it out. You might not even be expecting this, but it's crazy that we're seeing that energy really strong. Flying, getting a position somewhere. So what else? Some of you may be getting a great opportunity as a student to travel to a university that is very prestigious, to learn something that you will love. So it's fated that they will accept you. That's there as well. What else? You know, when I look at this Death card, I remember Death Trap. So it makes me think, because also, you know, the Death card is a card of transformation. So I get a strong feeling that some of you were deceived or tricked someone you feel like you're under somebody's control, or under somebody's control, somebody using their power from the shadow, from a negative way, and you are being saved, and even moving away from this person or these people. So that's another way to look at your cards, becoming your own strong individual, doing what you want, and you're not under any form of control, which is making you so happy, being freed and liberated after a long time. That is fated to happen. You can see it even with the Devil card. Some of you have been in some form of toxic, difficult situation, and you're coming out of that energy finally after a long standstill. And there's definitely a move. For this pile, there is location and movement to another location. Be it another school, another job, another office, another home, place, city. There's a move here, for sure. And no small move. This is like a leap with the mantis here. And perhaps this is why in pile number 2 you have the quartz. You're finally clearing away energy that was very heavy, I would say. Devil, death card. Yeah, you're leaping. It's like, you know what I think? Whatever this toxic, manipulative, I would say, controlling situation, something that's controlling you, you know, it can even be your health, like something with regards to your health was controlling you. I feel like you're making a leap, and it's not like you have to deal with it and win over it. To be honest, I'm seeing that you're fated to take a leap and move past it. You're leaving that situation altogether. That old energy is cleansing out. So, I want to pull out your cards and see what that old energy is. I do know that you're moving to another location. Some of you are, like we said, getting a strong position. Some of you are students going to the best university. But I want to see for the collective what that difficult energy is that you're moving from. 7 of Swords. Again, do you see, guys? This is like deception, trickery. It's the card of deception and trickery. Okay, so as a reader, I think I must trust the cards. Yeah. I feel like there is some lies going on. I'm sure you know what this is about. It's like someone's manipulating the narrative. They're doing one thing, but they're trying to make it appear to others in another way. There's so much lying here. My God. They want to control the situation. So it's talking about some form of control in your life that you're leaving altogether. You're like, you've got such a great opportunity or such a great move that you don't have to deal with the situation any longer. You don't have to win at it. You don't have to none of that. You perhaps with the Page of Swords have learned a lot. That's what was required maybe. That energy is cleansing out and you're moving all together and leaving either these people or this situation as it is. Take their time to learn or whatever, and you are out of the story, out of this narrative. Okay, so I've noticed the throat chakra here with the mantis. Maybe this is news that you're going to hear. Perhaps. Let's find out more. Can we kindly get more information from pile number 2's Akashic Records, please? So, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. The Magician. You're going to be independent with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and we did see that with the leadership and the Queen. So you're going to be independent. For a lot of you, specifically financially, you're going to be doing very well financially. The Magician, we did, remember when I told you this enchanter feels like the magician to me when I first saw it in your reading. So it feels like things will change, and it will feel like, how did things change so drastically in a moment? It's like maybe you're getting communication, and with that you're like, wow, and you sit down, you start realizing just how much of your life is going to change due to this news. That is gonna feel like it's almost magic, how you're getting out of this toxic situation, how you get to do something that you love, how maybe you're moving to another location altogether. 6 of Cups. Wow. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Swords. So, whatever this is, you're going to start being financially independent. You're going to have your own money to do what you want. And you're growing something with the 7 of Pentacles. This is like year after year, you're growing. Maybe if you're a student, you know, you are succeeding one year after the other, building what you want to build. Maybe some of you are going to be like doing their own thing, getting in touch with your inner child and feeling the magic of creating something that you love, and being patient for it to grow because you're the one funding it. This makes me think, the Magician and the 6 of Cups, that you're innately good at something. You have a talent that you're going to be using next. Like, some people are great at math. Some people are great at art. You know what I mean? Some people are great at fashion. Some people are great at like seeing and being analytical. There is something that you're innately good at, and you will be rewarded financially for it, or maybe getting accolades for it. But for a lot of you, it could be like financially being rewarded for it, or both. And something is growing as a result next, especially money and wealth with the Pentacles. But you know, Pentacles, they don't necessarily have to be money. They could be something materialistic, or achievement of goals, right? You achieving your goals. But you do have the 8 of Swords, and just like it is fated, with this rebirth, this whole new life that you're gonna go through, a life that you will love, that is the manifestation of what you wished and hoped for. Be careful with the 8 of Swords. New energy is forming here if you are not careful. And of course, with the 8 of Swords, it has to do with the mind. As you can see, everything is interconnected, as you can see with the branches here. Everything is interconnected. And so as one thing changes to the positive, is pulling other things in your life with it. It's pulling new thoughts that could arise. It is pulling new events into your life that will result in you thinking in another way, and so on. So I'm really seeing with the branches here that as this awesome experience is happening in your life, and you're liberated, and you're out of that bad control, or what you felt as really bad control, because it was manipulative, obviously, deceptive. You're free, you're content, you're now doing something that you're so talented at. It's like it's second nature to you. It's your nature. And your accolades and your wealth and your goals, like are growing, or you're achieving your goals. Other ideas are going to arise. Before I continue on this idea, I want to know what sort of thoughts could arise that you are being guided. It is the Akashic records, you know? the wisdom, the information. What are you guided to do? What could arise? Wow, the sun. Guys, it's like such a positive time in your life. Why? Why? I don't understand. What are you being told to be, like, guided to be careful about? I'm really confused. How can positivity... You know what? Perhaps this is talking about attachment. So one idea I'm getting, I will elaborate with your cards, but one idea that I'm getting is being attached to that positive times. When you could have been going through dark times, now that is so good and so positive, that you can't imagine your life without these awesome things that are happening. So perhaps this is talking about, don't attach yourself to these accolades. Don't attach yourself to that wealth. Don't the sun. Don't attach your ego to it. Oh, be very careful. I understand. Your guidance here is there's so many awesome things that will happen in your life. Be very careful with the way you think about it. Don't go, oh, I am a rich person. Not because you're going to annoy other people. No, it's for your own good with the Eight of Swords. Because if you attach yourself to the wealth, to the image, to the accolades, to your job, to the location, whatever this is, and you feel like this is how you identify yourself, when these things are taken or changed, you come down with it. And so make sure you're always kind of like level-headed when it comes to realizing that these are awesome things that are happening, that you're proud of yourself, of course, for achieving these awesome things, but never attach yourself with it and let it take you up and down with it. Enjoy it, but always know that who you are is untouchable. You're great nonetheless, regardless. Because it's like a picture, kind of looks like a mirror as well. So be careful is your guidance with how you start seeing yourself. Be content, enjoy it. It's there for you. These are blessings that you're meant to enjoy. It's your positive time of your life with the Sun card. But be careful not to form new ideas that can harm you down the line. If you stay balanced, things change, you go up. And so rather than it taking you down with it. Yeah, for sure. Be careful the narrative you tell yourself. Okay, so let's get to know more as we've understood what your Eight of Swords is telling you. Just make sure you don't grow that energy. You can always, if you're always careful with these type of thoughts, that energy will not form for you. Okay, so you have the Temperance card. I feel like we pull out 3. 1, Temperance card. 2, the Chariot. And actually, I wanted to just do 3, but we got 4. 6 of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. Guys, in this pile, you're going to be shining bright like the sun. Here, it's like 6 of Wands as well as popularity, by the way. It's not just success, and it could be both. You're moving in such a grand way in life. You're becoming very popular, very charismatic, very seen. You're really seen here. Look at that leadership, the Queen. I'm starting to grasp that energy for you guys. You're shining. Perhaps this is why it was talking about not getting it to your head. Okay, so you're shining brightly. You're becoming very popular. You're manifesting with the Temperance card so many huge experiences in your life. That's why. That is why. And you are, obviously with the Chariot, you're moving locations. We've seen that. And look, this is a pile where things are going to go crazy good. After a time of great stagnancy. And yeah, you're going to be super successful. And you're going to be doing well financially. You're going to be manifesting huge things. Very popular, very charismatic, very wanted, very seen, you know? And so I hope you always remember and carry that with you. If you stay level-headed, you get to enjoy this new life and all the abundance and the beautiful things and the expansion that you're going to see with it without forming any new shadow or a situation that might, cause negative energy for you down the line. So I feel like be determined, be also with the Queen disciplined with that. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your pile. I truly hope you enjoy this next phase of your life. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys tell me all about it when it starts happening for you. Do look out for some form of news with the mantis, praying mantis and the Page of Wands. So yeah, look out for some form of communication or something happening. It is a time of rebirth for you, and these are all fated to happen for you. This is energy that is fated, as we can see in the energy of your Akashic records. My dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships. It is a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. For those of you who have, I want to thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness and for your support. It really does make a big difference. Thank you guys. And if you are interested in checking it out, if you are interested in joining the memberships, you'll find a join button right under this video. I've also left a link first thing in the description box to make it easy for you to find right away. My dear pile number 1, so excited for you guys. I love your pile. Sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Rhodochrosite. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, in that case, the signs for this pile are the mutable signs: Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. It is a way for others to pick their piles as well. They are not, however, the official signs of the pile. Okay, let's pull out your oracle cards. I feel this one and I feel this one, and see, as we tap respectfully into the energies of your Akashic records, what can you expect next exactly? What energies are in movement? What's going on next? Let's find out together. So whoa, you've got purification. So nice. Okay, you have opportunity. Wow, love that. You have the Uruz rune, Markstava in reverse, with weakness, unwellness, stagnation. Ayr, the goddess of healing. Really nice. You have the Sailor, new influences, wanderlust. So nice. The energy is just so strong and nice. You have... No. Guys, like, what? Both cards from different decks have the keyword opportunity. This is crazy. And look at that. It's right under your foot, like it's about to happen right now. And another thing that I see as very fascinating as well, you've got purification. You can see the spring rain, where that cleanses the energy. The sun rises and everything is healing. I feel that in this pile there's something that is hurting you physically, or some weakness, physical weakness or something. And it's definitely, like, I'm picking up strong energy from your Akashic records that something physically that you have, whether you're aware of it or not, is healing next. Love that for you. But that is crazy. That, I mean, it's you literally have an opportunity that is that will be at your doorsteps. At your doorstep. So let's see what the Rhodochrosite card says. Relationships, healing, karmic lessons. Compassion runs through the veins of Rhodochrosite, reminding you of your worth and capacity for self-love. A healer of relationships, Rhodochrosite opens the heart for healthy communication and breakthroughs. It can attract soulmates into your life, building connections that often feel karmic or fated. Every lesson is for your highest good. And with that perspective, know that whatever is happening for you, not to you. Rhodochrosite encourages you to express your feelings and reinforces that it is safe to share who you truly are. Mars energy, this is gonna be big, this pile. Let's find out together all of these. Like, we're picking so many things. Something in terms of your relationships in life, whether romantic or not. We are seeing a purification of energy, as well as something healing physically. Sailor could be some of you traveling, and a grand opportunity. So many things are happening in this pile. Let's find out together. Can't wait to get into it. So, my dear pile number 3, I've heard you're so lucky, and I've heard in my mind you're so lucky, or lucky, but I understood that you're so lucky. I heard lucky, and at the same time, I've just envisioned like someone who something was meant to happen to them is not going to happen to them. You know, sometimes it happens a lot. Did you notice when I'm like shuffling, I usually sort of like space out, because I start getting into the intention of the reading as I'm shuffling, and I start all of a sudden getting these images. So that's what I saw right now. Maybe it speaks to someone who's listening. Like, you're lucky that something was going to happen is not happening. That's what I saw. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, wow, the Ace of Wands, the Sun card. Let's take one more. I need one more before we explore the next row. Unless I'm not picking up on the opportunity. Look at that, picking up on the opportunity. Yes, you will be given something. An opportunity will be given to you. It's like right under your doorstep. And look, I know these are grapes and these are berries, but don't they look so similar with all of these circles? I feel like these cards are connected, and this figure is giving the grapes and the Pentacles. Some of you are going to be given an opportunity, the fruits of your labor kind of idea. I'm getting an opportunity to do something you're good at and get paid for it. Very specific, but you're going to be paid very generously, because it is the 6 of Pentacles. Also, the 6 of Pentacles is a card of charity. Let's place the card. 6 of Swords. You know, Pile number 1 had a similar energy of funding. Maybe some of you will have someone that wants to fund them to do something, and you're starting something new with that opportunity where you have the power in your hands. You're alone, like someone is investing in you specifically with the Hermit and the Sun card. You will feel with that, hey, I found my way. This is a huge level up in my life, because this is the background of the Four of Wands. Also with the Four of Swords, you feel like, oh my God, I feel rested, because you're not maybe suffering as much. You can even see it here with the Six of Swords. You're transitioning from something difficult to something very pleasant, to calmer waters. Also, this is the background of the Six of Wands. So this is talking about an underlying energy that you're moving towards your great success. Love this energy for you. So let me pause a little bit and try to get more energy. This was the initial thought. Let me try to get more energy out of this. Four of Swords is a level up. Maybe someone higher up is giving you an opportunity. It could be, it could be your manager, like giving you an opportunity to level up. Also, Four of Swords is like restful energy. Maybe someone who is financially happy. They feel restful, happy in life, will be helping you level up financially. That's another thing. But it's coming in a form of opportunity. So there's something there for both of you. But at the same time, make no mistake that it's given generously. So it's someone who wants to give you, it's an opportunity. But, something in their hearts at the same time says, I want to give this opportunity to this person. I want to be generous financially with them. Like this could be salary and a kind investment or something. This could be, like I said to pile number 1, like government wanting to be kind to people who possess a specific artistic talent or something. Oh, maybe you're a student, like you're going to be, the government wants to pay off your loan, right? Something like that. That's also there. Because this is the Six of Cups, So, yeah. Someone giving to someone younger. Exactly. You can even see it here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a student and the government or something, parents, someone paying off your loans. Or maybe you're a student who just graduated and you're getting a great opportunity at a great firm. But we've been very focused on student. Also investor. We've explored investor. We've explored a position at work. We've explored... Yeah, these are the ones we explored. Let me think if there's anything else. I'm so curious. Thanks. Let's pull out. Building something. Five of Wands. So this is someone who has some form of power, because this is the background of the Five of Swords. This is like the winner in the Five of Swords. I feel like someone has power, has some form of power, but with the Five of Wands is being challenged, is struggling, and here to build something, build a ship. Maybe this is someone overseas as well. So there's someone who has power that's struggling to build something, has a great opportunity for you somewhere else. You may be traveling for this, even if it's like a car drive or something, or overseas. So this is why they're giving you this great opportunity. They're giving it to you generously. They believe in you, and they believe that you worked hard to have these skills, worked hard to have some form of advantage to them, and they would love to pay you or invest in you to help build that. This is an opportunity that you will love. It will feel like with the Hermit and the Sun. Hermit is usually in the dark. Sun, the light went up. It will feel like a switch. Like suddenly a switch happened in your life. And with the wall here from the Sun, it's like you weren't seen. Suddenly you're seen. There's attention on you. You're seen for your mind with the Hermit. For your mind. And you feel like with this opportunity, suddenly the light switched on. Boom! It was dark, and suddenly your world is changing up next with a grand opportunity. And perhaps for a lot of you, partnership here is your partnership with this person or this firm or something, for sure. But also, this is not negating that there could be also romantic love. I'm following the cards for you guys. So let's pull out the rest of the cards and see what else we see. 3 of Pentacles, you're definitely collaborating with someone. 3 of Pentacles could be work or on a shared goal here. Shared goal to build something. 7 of Pentacles. The Hierophant. Oh, I see something with the 7 of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Okay, so in this 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles is like building something, right? And we did see it here. So there's confirmation of building. Now, in the background of the 7 of Swords, it's like trickery. So I would say this means it's almost like cheating the system, so to speak, but in a smart way. Because here the Hierophant is not so rigid, do you see? It's like a yoga master in the Hierophant's place has taken off their boots and all of the things that the symbols that would make the Hierophant seem very rigid, powerful, in control, and is opening, and it's kind of like an open-minded way, open-minded perspective to build that thing. I think you might need an example to see what I mean here. So the quickest example I can think about is, these the sort of advertising that comes on the television. Well, at least it used to, like 10, 15 years ago, where they would say things like, do you have a hard time collecting all this dust? Do you feel like your back is hurting you as you're trying to collect this dust? Do you feel like you don't have time to take care of all of the things in your life and collect the dust that keeps accumulating day after day? Well, introducing the vacuum robot. All you need to do is give it a schedule and let it clean the house all on its own, even when you're not there. Something like that. Of course, I'm not saying, who knows, maybe you're a great inventor. But what I'm trying to say is reading your energy. You're collaborating with someone on a great opportunity in order to build something that is very different. It's like you're almost tricking the system as everyone else is trying to figure out how to do this in one way. You're like, let's just change things up and use your skill and use these resources and use that and do it in a different way that maybe is revolutionary, right? Maybe this is saying revolutionary. So I feel like you're gonna enjoy whatever this is. You're getting into something, I would say, revolutionary, exactly. And you're in a community or a collaboration. And boy, are you gonna be so successful at that, because underlying this energy as you're working towards it is the Six of Wands, showing that what you have started, or what you will be starting, which you will be a leader at with the wand here, will be very successful. So you're leading this situation. And day by day, you're getting there. Each one has tasks or homeworks or something. And each day you're building it. You're becoming it as well. You're learning with the Hierophant. Doing something with renovation. I want to say that's revolutionary. And you're gonna move far with this, but be careful. The Chariotee here in the Hermit card is greatly hit. I would say that although you're gonna be very successful, but I feel like you also, I'm gonna read your cards honestly, and your cards, or the energy that we're seeing in your Akashic records, is there to guide you, because the Akashic records is knowledge, right? So you're getting access to this information because it's meant to guide you, to help you not maybe run into it in the way you would have without learning about this. So you're going to move so quickly with the Chariotee. Obviously, you're going to revolutionize something. You're going to be so successful at something, so much so that you might be a target. Like people being maybe behind you, seeing this great revolution and going, what? And seeing someone maybe wealthy wanting to collaborate with you, or something prestigious behind you collaborating. And so you're maybe a target of going, oh, that doesn't make sense. Or, oh, someone trying to break your shine with the star stick here. Someone trying to break your shine. And personally with the Hermit, personally attacking you. Hey, please wait with me. I promise you, I'm going to pull out your cards and get exact guidance. You're getting this for a reason. You're meant, see, it's in conjunction to the background, the Six of Wands. Again, you're meant to succeed at this. You're just being told to be careful. Because, to be honest, here it seems like someone is being a target, right? Someone's like trying to break your shine, break your stardom with this revolution that you're creating. So, since that energy has popped up, especially next to the Hierophant, you're meant to learn something. So let's see what it is that you're meant to learn about here. Yeah, Sunflower, you're really gonna stand out. So what are we getting here as your guidance with this? What are we getting as your guidance with this? Justice, and you've got the Strength card right there. Strength figure, sorry, in the Justice. You have the High Priestess with the Sun figure. This is Innocence. You have, you have the Moon card with the Devil figure on one side of the road, and one of the Lovers card on another side. The Lover here is a partner, right? Which is you, which means like maybe the firm's not going to be attacked, or the investor is not going to be attacked. Whoever this is, the supporter that's giving you the opportunity, is not going to be the one attacked, but your shine, because you are the one obviously who's building this. So you're on the other side. So this could be representing the maybe jealous people, toxic people, or something. And you've got the Five of Swords. It could be talking about how you're winning this, which we saw it right there. Win. Okay, so your guidance. Oh, your guidance is very easy. Don't break your shine on your own. Yes, are there attacks? Of course. But don't be a victim to these attacks. The Hermit here says you are the only one who can cloud your own shine. Are there going to be targets? Yes, I feel like this is definitely saying that there will always be targets. When there are people standing shining bright, there is just part of life, you know, the yin and the yang. That's what it is. So here it says, stay true to yourself. You are a person who's doing the right thing, who's saying the truth. Stay strong. Staying strong in your place. Don't budge. Don't be affected. Don't over defend yourself. Just speak the truth and stay in your position. Don't be swayed here back and forth and being affected mostly by the words or the attacks that they do. Stay grounded and strong in your place. You are innocent. You are doing the right thing. You're truthful by staying in your position, strong, only saying the truth, continuing to say what you believe in, continue to walk your path as they walk theirs. You will be the winner. And see, that's the background from the figure of the Five of Pentacles. Usually this figure has their head down like this. Here they have their head up strong. So although this could be disappointing at best for you to see, oh, why would people target me like that when I'm really doing such a great thing? At the end of the day, they are arrows. They're not here to like kill or end something. And I mean kill a situation, of course. It is here to empower you, to make a stark difference between the truth and the darkness, the yin and the yang. It is there, although it will feel in the beginning like attacks, but if you continue to do what you do, standing strong in place, you will create a stark difference in the overall image between the right and the wrong. And with the moon, people's subconscious, people's intuition will instantly feel like you are the right path, you are the truth. And so this is why it's very important to not be swayed and to stand strong in your place. That is the winning card. That is what will make you win over this. Intuition plays a very strong role with the High Priestess and the Moon. Staying in place, strong, unaffected, will make people, whoever these people are talking to, targeting you to convince others, whoever the others is, they will intuitively pick up that you're really doing the right thing. Although the hits are strong, they're going to be, no, I'm not really convinced I could believe in these narratives. I really feel that pile number 3 saying the truth, is doing the right thing. Look at them being unaffected. No matter what is said, they're staying in their path. They are not changing it, thus making you the ultimate winner in this situation. So your guidance is stay strong in place. That's what happens to any winner, to a lot of people who shine bright. It comes with it. It's a package. Never be affected. Stay in your place in the knowing that the guidance that you received from your Akashic records is that standing strong in place will not make anyone or most people believe that this is in any way, shape, or form your truth. And so, as you can see, next for you is a very strong collaboration between you and someone. Does it mean that there's also romantic love for you? Perhaps could be another underlying energy that we're picking up. It could be definitely there, by the way. This is the Four of Wands. In a romantic reading, it would be marriage. So maybe some of you are already in a relationship with someone they love and there's marriage up ahead. It could also mean that you are meeting the person that you will marry one day. So that's there as well. But really, most of the energy is talking about your collaboration with someone as you together, you leading, will revolutionize something big. It will make you stand out. It will make you a star. And believe me, pile number 3, do you see it here? If you don't give that much attention and continue to focus, it won't even affect you. Don't cloud your own shine. You're shining bright. Even with these hits, people are like, whoa, what has pile number 3 done there? Continue to walk on your path and you will always be the winner. My dear pile number 3, no one can cloud your shine. This is the energy that I'm seeing in your Akashic records. You will shine brightly. The only one that can cloud your shine is you. Don't stand in your own way and stay strong in place. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing the best. Believe in it. Continue on your path and you will always be the winner. My dear pile number 3, this was your reading. I wish you the best of luck from my heart with whatever revolutionary opportunity that you're gonna get. So happy for you. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships. It's honestly a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. I'd be very grateful. There is a join button right under this video. And I've also left a link first thing in the description box to make it easy for you to find right away. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, wishing you the best of luck from my heart. Sounds like an exciting chapter of your life. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.